Hello, I am Ryleigh Plank. I am on Team Ariana. I am from Fort Myers, Florida, and I am 20 years old, and I'm on this season of The Voice.
Well, it's been a long night in the mirror, said I gotta go home. But it's been a long time since I felt this good on my own. A lot of years went by with my hands tied up in your ropes, forever and ever, no more. The midnight sky is the road I'm taking.
My whole teen life, I auditioned for so many shows, and I never made it this far in the process, far enough to get an audition in front of the coaches. And I had honestly sort of given up on the idea of being on a show for to sort of kickstart my music career because I'd gotten so many no's. But last year, my mom encouraged me to try one last time because I was having a tough time finding gigs that I felt were safe and that I felt comfortable doing and having people in the audience for. So she recommended that I try one more time, and I'm really, really grateful that she did. I sent in my virtual open call after hyping myself up in the mirror, trying to infuse myself with some confidence for the audition, and here we are now. I've always been filled with such a determination when it comes to music because I can't see myself not doing music. You know what I mean? Like, this is my life. It's my comfort, it's my happiness, and I think that is something that has been really important to in that aspect, to keep pushing and keep trying, because I just can't, like, without my voice and without music, I don't know where I'd be as a human. And I think that really pushes me and gives me the drive to keep trying and to not give up. I mean, we all have our moments of doubt and where we're like, why should I bother, and I can't deny I've had plenty of those. But I think this last time I was like, there's no harm, and if I get told no, I get told no, and I still get to continue making music and doing what I love to a certain extent, and I'm going to keep pushing no matter what. And it's really strange because out of all of the auditions I've done to get on a show like this one I felt so, like, I felt content about, if that makes sense. Like, my open call, I was like, wait, like, something inside just feels right about this. And then it was counteracted with my audition not sending for like the majority of the night. So I had that confidence, and then I was like, no, this can't happen. It would refuse to send, but it did eventually, and it paid off. The turmoil I felt in that moment paid off. So yeah, I think it's just the determination to achieve this dream and this goal, because I have wanted to do this since I was a child, and I think that's been a driving force in all of this. During my blind, I felt so weirdly calm. I think it was really strange. I was talking to Carson backstage, and he was like, "How are you so calm right now?" And I was like, the past few weeks I've spent worrying about this moment. Now I'm just going to live in the moment. And I think that's what I was thinking at the time, is that, like, if any time is the time to just be ready for something, this is the time, and I think that I transferred all of the emotions that could have been nerves leading up to that point, all of the unknowns, and I just turned that into excitement and let it feed my passion. Something that I hope really showed on stage, and I was just so excited to be there because of how many times I had tried and got told no, and I was not going to let any reservations hold me back. I was like, I finally got this moment. Let me just put my all into it. And if it doesn't result in anything, then fine. But at least I know I got the opportunity and I did my best, or gave a performance that I felt really good about. I went into it like, if anybody turns for me, I want it to be Ariana and Kelly. And that's exactly what happened. So it made the decision that much harder, especially with how Kelly just really pulled at the strings and Ariana was so heartfelt. I went in feeling a really strong connection to Ariana as a person, and I grew up emulating her and Kelly, but I think I really just resonated with how Ariana has sort of dealt with some very intense things very publicly, and I think that really resonated with me, and she still manages to be such a genuine and warm and loving and kind person, and I think that's something that really drew me to her leading up to that moment. But gosh, it was one of the hardest decisions ever, because I had two people that I've looked up to my entire life just bickering about me, and it was incredible. And when the moment came to pick, it was one of those moments where I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to pick out of these two incredible people, and they both seem so generously passionate about this. And I don't know, I feel very content in the decision I made, and I feel so fortunate to still be able to have the opportunity to talk to Kelly when we perform and to get her feedback still. I think that she's almost made me cry every time she comments after my performances, and I love her and adore her, and my coach is the best coach there is, and I love her so much. With my battle round specifically, I think it had a little bit more of an edge to it, because there were 3 people I was singing against, and I think that made it added a little bit of intricacy to it, you know, because there's so many opinions to balance, not only from ourselves and your partner, but also the vocal coach, the coaches themselves, the mentor. You know, you have so many ideas floating around, and agreeing on those ideas with 3 other people was a challenge. And it is so tough when you have these people that you don't want to see yourself go home, but I personally don't want to see anybody go home. You know, it's really hard for me to remember that this is a competition, because everybody deserves to be here so much. And I would rather leave with a good experience than a trophy, you know what I mean? So I think that's sort of my mentality, is like always infusing it with like kindness, but also drive and passion alongside compassion, and sort of viewing it as an opportunity to share an incredible stage with incredible vocalists, you know, more than anything else. Is like, how blessed are we to be on that stage in Universal Studios alongside these incredible coaches and getting the chance to sing in front of America. Like, I don't know, I always try to just to remember how insanely lucky we are, and just do my best and give a performance I'm proud of, and that hopefully resonates with other people. You know, I think that's something that I've tried to just stand strong on throughout this whole thing. I am so fortunate to have met the people I have here, because I've found lifelong friends, and that's not just me saying that to say that, it's genuinely true. I think what's really cool about all of my performances is that if you like shoved all of them into a blender, I think it would be the music I create, if that makes sense, because I have original music out, and my original music is alternative rock pop, which is sort of the vibe of Midnight Sky, and then we have that layered with the pop diva sort of energy of Come On Over Baby, and then the storytelling of Anyone. I think that, like, it's so weird now that I think about it, how true, it's all little pieces of what I love to do, and then if you put them all together, it makes the whole puzzle, sort of. And that's a really cool thought. But yeah, I love alternative, I love pop, I love soul, I love R&B, and I love to just float, you know. I love to just do what feels right in the moment and create what I love. And sometimes that's a disco number, sometimes that's a hard rock number, you know. I just love to infuse my music with like the most eclectic things possible and just like make something that people haven't heard necessarily before. I am so excited. I keep, in the past few interviews I've done today, I've talked about how, without ruining anything or spoiling anything, I'm really looking forward to this next performance on Monday, because of how it really feels so me. Like, all of these performances have had a lot of me in them, but this one I just feel like, I don't know, I'm really ready to just show personality and to show and hopefully do justice to the song I'm singing. It's one of my, I almost cried when I was like, this is my song, you know, and because I was so happy. So I'm really just looking forward to showing this side of myself, and I'm really hoping I can do it justice and make everybody, I don't know, I hope that people leave my performance loving it. And, you know, I want to do what feels right to me, and I think this song is one of the most right choices I have made so far, so I really hope I do a good job. My handle on every platform is at Music by Ryleigh, RYLEIGH, and be sure to download the NBC app so you can vote on Monday into Tuesday, and hopefully cast a little vote for me if you wanna. I would love to connect with people online, so feel free to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of the places. I would be honored to have you a part of the family. So yeah, download the NBC app to vote for your favorite artists to continue in the show, and follow me at Music by Ryleigh. Hello, my name is Ryleigh Plank, and you've just been buzzed.